Astro Tarot forecast. I'm shuffling the first deck I used on YouTube 5 years ago, and it's the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. It is my steadfast, trusted deck. It's so super used that I can barely fit the cards back into the box. So thank you for joining me here on YouTube, for subscribing, and for choosing me as your reader. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm trying to up my game on there. And I started doing something called the decorative series on Instagram about 2 years ago. I wanted to adorn the 78 tarot cards in feathers and crystals. So I've been decorating them, and this week I'm reaching my final 3 cards. I can't believe it. So I'm choosing this deck to work with, coming full circle with it because I started that series with the Queen of Swords from the Alchemical deck. So this week you have to stay tuned to see what we come up with. Thank you for subscribing to all forums. Let's get to the month. I'll be shuffling this deck during the astrology portion. On the 5th of October, this is your birthday month, so happy solar return and happy birthday to you. On the 5th, Venus, your ruling planet, retrogrades, but this isn't like a Mercury retrograde. Don't worry about the computer and the smaller technical devices. Venus is your heartstrings. Venus has you going back, and a retrograde at 10 degrees of Scorpio in the second house through November 16th could have Libra drawn to what used to make you feel comfortable and secure, because the second house, although it's a financial house, it's really about your financial security and security within, the confidence you have, self-worth, self-value, the respect you have for yourself. And Venus here has you remembering a time when it was at its highest, or it's a reminder to you of when you served yourself the best. So it could apply to when you were in different relationships with people, as Venus tends to remind us of what used to pull our heartstrings. And it's just a time for you to be aware of what harmonizes you, what restores balance to you, Libra. On the 8th of October, we have our new moon, and it's your new moon, 15 degrees of Libra in your first house of self and body. Happy birthday. This is a fresh new start. It's a reset button for Libra and Libra rising especially. And please watch your moon, your ascendant sign, and your sun sign for a full dose of the cosmos. This new moon is invigorating for you. You could start anything that you would set your intention to, but why not make it in an area where other planets are affecting your confidence, your physical self, your body, tend to the needs of the body and the nutrients of the body. What are you eating? There's an important vibe coming through to feed the physical self, where the new moon rests, the first house, with better nutrients. Some of you are setting intentions and goals to align your body in a better form or being, and this is the new moon to do it. On the 9th, oh, happy birthday, Mom. That's my mom's birthday. And the 7th was my father's birthday, R.I.P. Mercury enters Scorpio. And here we go. Mercury meets up with Venus in the second house of finance and worth. And then on the 23rd, the sun, our life force itself, enters Scorpio, the second house. So major personal planet action in this sector of finance and confidence. And the sun, what we can't live without, is there. So that's where the general focus goes. You're counting the budget, you're refinancing homes, you are getting your money's worth, you are calling investors for loan people you've loaned money to and having them repay you, or you're setting up payment plans that work on your behalf, you're lowering APR interest rates, you're tending to money and making sure that all of it makes you feel great and secure and harmony is restored. On the 24th, we have our full moon of closure at 1 degree of Taurus. And this is also in a money sector for you, the 8th house of investments. And, well, it's also intimacy and who you share your money with in your home, who's paying half the bills. So there's closure in this 8th house. Maybe you're closing the door on an intimate connection or how much you are sharing in terms of money or intimacy itself, for those of you in relationships, and this applies. You could also see an ending come regarding property, the 8th house of land that you've invested in. Maybe you're selling an older home or an additional piece of property that you have, and some of you are getting rid of bachelor pads. You're getting rid of places and environments that don't make you feel secure as well. Upping your property game by securing the boundary of your house with fencing or some kind of security system could come into play here. On Samhain, on Halloween, the 31st, Mercury enters Sagittarius, and this does everything for Libra's expression. Mercury is the communication planet in this sector of communication. So writing, blogging, journalism, editing, marketing, websites, promotion, connection with your siblings, and short distance travel, neighborhood travel is important for Libra. Additionally, on Samhain, I keep calling it that for the pagans and the Wiccans out there, but it's Halloween, it's the 31st. Venus retrogrades your ruling planet deeper, but into the sign of Libra. So this is when I know Libra's going to be looking back at where their heart felt settled and trying to carry that mode with you, that feeling of settled, security. I want to keep saying restore that to yourself, Libra. With Venus retrograding into your sector, you could hear from the past or a connection romantically that you used to know. And don't be surprised if, you run into them, or if for some reason they're in your nostalgia or your memory bank. The Akashic records are are able to be thumbed through and filed through. So maybe you're digging deep into your soul's past regarding deeper connections. Let's get to the tarot and see what's available for you. I do want to discuss what I'm offering, and I do have tarot readings. I read for people all through the week. You can find me at audreyalison.com. And one of my 30-minute readings is $85, and I do cover all topics. You can ask questions, and I generally hone in on what is going on in your life before we talk about it, and it's just kind of what I do. I'm a medium, and I won't really talk too much about it. I know that I am an astrologer and I read tarot, but I've been hearing messages since I was a little girl, and I'm just, at a point where now I realize all of what's been happening to me in my life, and here I am providing services for others. So I offer the tarot reading, and I also am available on VIMEO, which is tarot focused. If you liked what I put up in September, where the camera was solely pointing to my hands and the spread, then you might like what's going on Vimeo. So check that out, and as well as my tarot course that I wrote and published for people interested in reading the tarot for themselves or connecting with the method and approach. It's available for $88, and that is a 3-week go-at-your-own-pace course in which material will be distributed every 3 days. That includes my own personal stories, pictures, and video tutorials. So, thank you for indulging me on that moment of marketing. Here are your cards, Libra and Libra Rising and Libra Moon, for the month of October, your solar return. Wow. The 10 of Cups. This is the first time this card has come out in this reading, in these readings. So, emotionally connected, intimacy, marriage, love, the internet, the connection, the connected still, what connects you to others. So some of you with this Venus retrograde, You might be hearing from people online. Oh, joy. I know that you're a big fan of that. 10 of Cups is how fulfilled you are in your current connection or life. So we'll see what else is here. The Knight of Coins, the protector of your health and wealth. And I'll say, because the 2nd and 8th house of coin is lit up, and the Knight could also be a younger Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus in your life, offering a sense of security or financial well-being, abundance, or loan. The loan officer in his suit of armor. So this is a health card too, your well-being. And I mentioned that when the 1st house is activated in the new moon and also when Venus retrogrades there for you. Taking care of your physical self and your internal self is the most important thing you can do. Let's see, the Chariot. Okay, victory, moving forward, full speed ahead. And on the go, Mercury in your 3rd house, tending to weekend getaways, going to visit your siblings, making an effort to make these arrangements. The Chariot is also the card of Cancer in the Tarot, the major arcana card of Cancer. So there might be someone in that astrological sign that is involved in your life in October. Let's see what else is here. Wow. I think that Libra has a new love or connection that they are establishing. And the Ace of Cups is here to say, I am appreciative, I am fulfilling, and grateful. It's a card of abundance and of love, and it could represent your romantic partner in the reading or your connection. You have another card. Whale! Hey, Justice. This is Libra's card. That's so sweet. In Leo, Leo's card came up. The cards like to make an appearance, at least when I touch them. Justice, remaining fair and balanced, making sure that everything is just and right, and not too much, not too little. Some of you have dealt with separation or a legal settlement or case. I feel like victory is at hand here. If you're pending legal settlement or dealing with something in court, victory is yours with the Chariot appearing near the major arcana card of Justice. So ask for what is rightfully yours. And don't be shy. Also protect yourself. I said that earlier, and I'm seeing this armor, and I'm getting like fencing, security systems, and protecting your money. So going over accounts and seeing what's been spent or identity type stuff. Check your credit scores. Check your money, access to money online. Change some passwords. Update your stuff is what I'm getting. I hope this was helpful for you. If you start the reading with the 10 of Cups and you go to the Ace of Cups, well, that's super for relationship and who you're connecting with. And for some of you, it might be switching up a little bit when Venus retrogrades. So I hope this was helpful. I'm wishing you a beautiful birthday, Libra. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.